Assalamu alaikum. I am Muhammad Mahmud Hassan, Assistant Teacher, Agriculture, Greenfield School and College. Today I am going to discuss about Lesson 3 Deficiency Symptoms of Plant Nutrients. This is under Chapter 3. Plants suffering from nutrient deficiency express discernible symptoms. Such symptoms for the major elements are described below. Nitrogen deficiency symptoms: leaves become light green to yellow, reduces crop production, seeds remain unfulfilled, less tillers are produced, reduces the width of root, leaves fall early, seeds, seeds become smaller. Deficiency symptoms of phosphorus: normal development of canopy and root zone is hampered. Cell division is hampered and plant growth is retarded. A small number of leaves develop. Protein content is less. Less flower production causes fruit falls and size reduction of fruits. Deficiency symptom of potassium: reduces disease resistance, reduces resistance against insects and mites. The rate of photosynthesis decreases. Plant growth is hampered. Leaves become copper colored, reduces drought tolerance. Sulfur deficiency symptom of sulfur: plants become dwarf, that is short. Leaves become small and discolored. Crop maturity is delayed. Production of oil plant reduces. New leaves becomes yellow. Less growth tiller in rice. Stem dries and become thin. Zinc: bases of young paddy leaves turn whitish. Flowering and fruiting delayed. Discoloration appears between leaves, leaf veins of maize, cotton, and oranges. Leaf development is hampered. Leaf curl occurs in lemon. Uneven growth of rice seedlings. Tips of roots and stem dry up. Iron: young leaves are discolored between veins. Plants become dwarf. Root develops in the leaves of orange, soybean, and leafy vegetables. The leaves of rice seedling on the seedbed becomes yellow. Deficiency syndrome of calcium: the tips of the newly developed leaves get deformed. The color of the leaves get faded and yellow. Leaves remain small in size. Plants become dwarf. Buds of flowers and fruits fall. Growth of legumes is hampered. Deficiency syndrome of magnesium. Space between veins getting yellow. Leaves dry up early. Branches and petiolates remain thin. Newly developed leaves remain dwarf, thin and light green. Leaves of country beans become yellow. Development of chlorophyll is hampered. The branch and the petioles of leaves become narrow. Now I am going to discuss about lesson 4, essential nutrient element for domestic animal. Animals need nutrition for survival very similarly to human beings. Their feed must contain all the essential nutrient elements to support their body growth, repair of losses, and development of resistance to disease. Nutrients of the following six different kinds should be present in the feed of domestic animal. First nutrient is protein. Source of protein is pulses, oil cakes, dried fish, blood milk. Function of nutrient: develop resistance against infection to keep the animal healthy and fit. Growth and repair of loss. Carbohydrate. Source of carbohydrate is wheat, maize, rice, straw, rice bran, molasses. Carbohydrate increases body energy and generates and restores temperature, increases the growth and the activity of body, reduces constipation. Fat and oily substances. Sources are oil cake, soybean groundnut, sunflower, fish oil, and milk. Fat and oily substances restores body temperature and energy, restores skin smoothness, and protect the diseases. Sources of vitamins are green grasses, peels of fruits and vegetables, tree leaves. Function of vitamin: vitamin D supports generation of new tissues, bones and tooth. Vitamin A and C increases disease resistance and supports quick recovery from sickness. Minerals. Source of mineral: green grass, salt, treated feeds of plant origin. Function of mineral: it helps generation of new tissues, help growth and Strengthening of tooth and bones, helps clotting bloods. Water. Source of water is ponds, canals, beal, rivers, underground sources drawn by deep and shallow tube well, juicy green grass. Function of water. It regulates body temperature. It helps dissolving and digesting of food materials, reduces constipation, expels metabolic toxins from animal body through urine sweat. Balanced feed for domestic animal. A feed in which all the nutrient elements are present in due proportion is called a balanced feed. Such a feed is highly required by animals. The feed should be tasteful and easily digestible and should contain fiber and grain in adequate proportion. Fiber rich feed. A dry rice and wheat straw, silage grasses, wheat, green grasses, sweet potatoes, radish, carrot, cabbage, etc. Grains, smashed rice, wheat and maize grain, bran from wheat, rice and pulses, oil cakes. Now I am going to discuss about lesson 5, nutrition of domestic birds. Like the wild animals, the domestic birds and animals also need 6 kinds of nutrients. The sources and roles of these nutrients are described below. Carbohydrate. The source of carbohydrate for birds are paddy crushed rice, wheat and maize. Rice and wheat bran. Function. Feeding crushed maize grains makes the egg yolk yellow. The birds need carbohydrate for the increase of body energy, production and storage of heat. It increases the growth and work activity of body. It also removes constipation. Protein. The sources of protein are oil cakes, broken pulses, and soybean. Powdered dry fish, animal guts, blood, snail, oyster, small fish, etc. Functions. Protein repairs damaged tissues and maintain body organs to keep the birds healthy and lively. Fat oil. Source. The sources are grains of crops, oil, cakes, etc. Function. Fat keeps constant body temperature and boosts energy. It restores softness of skin and brightness of feathers. Fat protects the skin from infection and diseases. Vitamins. The sources of green grass, fruit and vegetables. Function. Vitamins increase egg production. Vitamin D restores fertility of fertilized eggs and also keeps the skin, bones and break strong and healthy vitamins. A Vitamin A protects the body from diseases. Minerals. Sources. The sources are fish washes, crushed dry fish and shells of mollusks, bone meals and blood meal. Functions. It develops egg shells, helps in the development of new tissues. It keeps bones and teeth strong and gives nutrients. It also helps to clot the blood. Water. Sources. Sources are natural or supplied water, vegetables, fruits and grasses. Function. Water helps to control temperature and food digestion. It helps to make food soluble, removes constipation. Water helps discharge the waste product as sweating. It is said that snail, oyster, small fish, crab, earthworm, insect, aquatic plants, etc. are favorite food for dogs. Balanced diet or nutrition for domestic birds. Every living being needs food for the substances of life. In the food or feed, all the essential elements must be present in adequate quantities. Presence of only one kind of nutrient in the daily diet will fail to ensure proper growth and body function. So, a diet should be adequately balanced to support the com- completion of life cycle perfectly. Deficiency of one essential element in diet cannot be compensated by another. We can get quality meat and eggs from our domestic animals. When we provide them with a balanced diet, all the nutrients mentioned above remain present in the balanced diet of fowls according to the exact portion. So, this diet is very essential for fowls. Thanks for watching this video.